Before I read my letter, I want to tell you how my parents were introduced to one another. My mom worked with a woman named Bernice Cassidy, who was her friend, and Bernice had a gentleman in the Navy who was her friend, maybe boyfriend, and Gene. And my mom was looking to write a letter to someone, and as a pen pal or just write a letter to someone in the Navy. And she asked her friend if she knew someone who would like to receive a letter, and Gene was mentioned my dad. So that's how my mom got the information to write to my father, and that's how the story began. And Pauline will read the first letter. Hi, I am Mary, daughter of Ray and Barb.
I am Pauline.
Hi, I'm Ann.
And we are going to read you 3 letters that we found. My parents wrote several letters, more than several, over 200 letters to each other in a span of a 2-year time frame. And we've chosen 3 letters that we believe captures their profound love for each other. Pauline is going to read the first letter that was written by my mom to my dad, and I have the pleasure of reading the second letter, my dad's response to my mom, and Anne has chosen a letter she would also like to share with you. Pauline?
The letter I'm reading was dated May 22nd, 1953. Mom is introducing herself to Dad, and it's the start of their wonderful journey. Hi, Ray. Being a perfect stranger, I guess I better introduce myself. My name, as you can see at the top of the page, is Barbara Lee McGuire. I am 20 years old and by far no giant. I have a sister younger than myself and also an older one who has 3 wonderful little boys. The oldest one, Mike, is just getting over the mumps. Helen, Jean's girlfriend, gave me your address last week. She left Friday at midnight for Florida and is scheduled to arrive in Florida at 7 o'clock Saturday morning. I sure wish I was going with her. She will probably come back pretty dark. I bet you are real tan from that Florida sun. I had to cross out my address at the top of the page because we just moved. It has been raining practically all week. The tornado we had did a lot of damage to Port Huron and Sarnia. 5 were killed and about 100 hurt. We are lucky it didn't hit Detroit. How is the Navy treating you? Helen told me you are from Buffalo, New York. All of the girls from the office went to Buffalo last summer on a weekend cruise. We had a swell time. I watched Jackie Gleason tonight. In one scene, Jackie Gleason was supposed to be at a dance given for all the bus drivers. The MC at the dance said he would like to make an announcement from the dance committee. Please do not throw any hot dog buns on the dance floor. His show was quite funny. I like our new home very much. Tony, who lives in back of us, works at the bank right across from where I work. My sister and I ride with him every morning. We just cut out through the backyard because there is no fence nor alleys. One morning I was hurrying and tripped. I sprained my foot but can now walk on it, though I cannot wear high heels yet. I bandage it every day to give my ankle support because it is still weak. My father has been teaching me to drive, though I have my driver's license. I'm no expert at it. Until just recently, my father wouldn't let me have the car alone, which I don't blame him. One day last week, he asked me to drive him down to the store. I'm not bragging or anything, but when we got back, he said I drove pretty good and gave me the extra pair of keys he had. I felt pretty good about it. Last Wednesday, we went to the Prudential Banquet. They played about 4 games, danced, one of the men's wives played the piano, and everybody sang. Everybody had a swell time. My address is 16110 West Parkway, Detroit 19, Michigan. Say hello to Jean for me. It is getting pretty late, so I better hang my clothes on this line. Barb. This also is the first picture she sent of him, herself, to him.
and I'm going to read my dad's response. And his letter is dated June 6, 1953, Saturday at 8 p.m. Dear Barbara, I'm sorry for not answering your most welcome letter when I received it a few weeks ago, but really I've been very busy with school and trying to get caught up on some work here. It's a bad way to start a friendship, I know, and I hope you will forgive me for it. I enjoyed reading your letter very much, and from it, you sound like a very exciting woman. I'm looking forward to meeting you sometime in the near future. From what Jean tells me, you're quite the beautiful girl. As you probably already know, I'm from Buffalo. I'm 22 years old, 5'10", brown hair, brown eyes, and looks well. I'll let you answer that. I'm having some pictures developed and I'll send you one as soon as I receive them. In civilian life, I worked on the New York Central Railroad as a brakesman for 2 years. I graduated from St. Joe's Collegiate Institute in 1948. I like dancing, although I'm not too good at it. I'm a fiend for piano music, love a good time, and lots of fun. I met Gene in Norman, Oklahoma, just as we were graduating from AP school, and we've been chumming around quite a bit since then. He's quite a guy. We have had a lot of good times together on Liberty. I have approximately 17 more months to go, and I'll get my discharge from the Navy. Oh, happy day. Gene has the same amount, too, as we both enlisted as reserves. I think that is the best way. It is the best, more, help me with this, I think it's the best move I have ever made when I joined the Navy Reserve. I don't think I could stand 2 more years of Navy life. Not that I hate it none, but there's nothing like home, if you know what I mean. I found out one thing though. You really don't appreciate home and your family until you have to leave it for 2 more years. We just started, or are starting, our 11th week Monday, and so far so good. Some of the stuff I just can't get, it just won't sink in. I don't know. I like school, Barbara, but not this military way. They make it into a grind and duty instead of a pleasure. Maybe I have the wrong attitude, but that's the way I feel about it. Enough about me. What about yourself, Barbara? What sort of work do you do? Oh, before I forget, do you have a picture of yourself? If you do, I'd like to have one very much. Sort of makes making friends much easier. From Jean's description of you, you're quite a little bundle of joy, and I hope you will send me one, as I'd appreciate it very much. The weather down here has been really great. This past week it's been sort of cool though. Felt good waking up in the morning and not having the sun beating down on you all day. Today it's sort of rotten. Started to rain this morning about 10 a.m. and it's still going strong right now too. Well, Barbara, I'm running a little short on words, so I'll close for now. Hope you've enjoyed reading this letter as much as I did writing it to you. Take care of yourself, Barb, and write me soon. Love and stuff, Ray. And this is a letter that a picture that my father sent to my mom showing what he looked like as a 22-year-old, 5'10", brown hair, brown eyes. Thank you.
And I'm going to read a letter that was written in July 1955, which was 2 months before they got married. So over the course of almost 2 years, they wrote over 200 letters. So this is one of the ones that is toward the end, right before they got married. Dearest Barb, I don't know quite how to start this letter. This past weekend that we've been separated, it's been the most loneliest I've ever felt. Home with Mom, Bill, and Uncle Joe, and all the Walters was wonderful. I love them with all my heart, and there's no place like home. But darling, I found something greater than I've ever known before. And my sweet, I'm the richest man in the world. I have you, my love. I love you from the bottom of my heart, with all the happiness I can give you. I've ever had, and I've been surrounded by. I have you. Darling, one of the hardest things in the world is explaining what love is. At a time when I'm sorry. It was just at one time, it was just a word. But now it's more than a word for me. Loving a person for a lifetime, or even for the months that we've had, has been something I've never known before. I know what love is now. I love you, my darling. I wish I could explain the joy and happiness that I have just being with you. To touch you, to feel the warmth of you, knowing you're smiling at me, just to slip my hand in yours and to look at you. Surely the most beautiful girl in the world, how could I ever know that you would have me? Your eyes are so beautiful, the tenderness of being with you, right next to you, holding you. Sometimes, my sweet, I may seem that it's hard to understand, but please forgive me. I'm only trying to be the best that I can be. When I have my arms around you, I always want to be with you. I want to be a part of you and have you completely in my heart, so we won't ever be separated ever again. In just a few short months, we will be married and will become husband and wife. I'm thinking of all the happiness that we've had together and that we will still have in the future. We'll never have to say goodbye again. My dearest, all that will be gone. I will never have to say goodbye, good night. We will have each other, and that empty feeling I'll never have again. I will love you all the time throughout our life. You and I together will always be a magnificent couple, Barb, so complete with all the things that God wants us to have, and I want to be worthy of all of them, and mostly of you, precious. I want to be everything you need me to be. I love you, Ray.
We hope you have enjoyed this. This book that we have put together with over 200 letters in it is a complete a compilation of their love story.
The start of their journey.
Yes, and we're a product of that.
And what a testament to the love that they have for each other and the love that they had for God. They brought into their marriage a love so great for each of those things. That's what allowed them to survive, their faith in God and in each other, and their love for both everything around what a marriage meant to them. So, and that we can only have as an example. And it was something that we truly treasure, to be able to read these letters and to see my parents in a very different light. What a love story.
And
Yes.
these letters my mom didn't let us read till after she passed. She wouldn't give them to us. We knew they were somewhere in the house, but she had said, you can only read them after I'm gone. And I wish we could have sat and read them with her and just told her how much we appreciated reading them, because it just reaffirmed their love for each other and for us, because we're a product of that.
Yes, what a joy it is to read.
Oh, and if you'll notice, we're all wearing necklaces. It's like a little memory locket that I put together, and all the granddaughters, all the special women in our family received, and each little trinket inside is a memory of Mother, from a birthstone color to her favorite color, to a little cross, a rose, an angel's wing, a heart, a little piece of cloth of her favorite nightgown, just to know that Mom is always with us and Dad is with us. Just a memory to hold in your heart.
Thank you for watching.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you for watching.
And we would like to extend a thank you to all our aunts and uncles, Aunt Rosemarie and Uncle Ken, Aunt Darlene and Uncle Ernie, Uncle Bill and Aunt Delphine, Uncle Jim, Aunt Ruthie and Uncle Goody, just being a part of our lives, being a part of Mom and Dad's family, as siblings, as in-laws. They helped shape the good times we had, and kept Mom and Dad's love of family together, which passed on to us. Thanks.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us read these letters and to watch the video. and to share with us this love story of our parents. It's such a wonderful thing, and we really appreciate having every one of you in our lives. We love you all.
Thank you. I can't be serious. Y'all are trying to be serious.
I know, because he's gonna fade out, thank God.
I hope he doesn't.
Okay. This is a book. Do you want me to do the introduction?
I think we were gonna introduce ourselves first.
Oh,
Stephen
okay.
was gonna go Ann, Pauline, Mary. So you go Mary, Pauline, so
Well, why don't we introduce
and then-
ourselves?
Well, he's gonna start with me, and it's gonna go to you, and then you're gonna introduce the book, and then it's gonna come back to me, and then I'm going to say the letter that Pauline's gonna read, and introduce Pauline. So you're
Okay.
gonna talk about the book, but not about the letters we're going to read. So you're gonna talk about, we've selected some letters from my parents' book. This is, we found the letters after my mom passed away, and throw in the bit about how she wouldn't let us read them until after she was gone. And so we've chosen some letters to share with you.
Did Mom say that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
she wouldn't let us read them. She didn't want us to read them until we were gone. She was gone.
Yeah, so
I
she
didn't
did
know
say it,
that.
so I'd like, we've chosen 3 letters. And then Stephen can scan them in, I'll say, the first letter Pauline's gonna read is the first letter Mom, wrote to our dad.
Well, you should introduce it. If you're reading it,
That's all right.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
good with that.
well, I just think it would
You're
flow. The
fine,
first
Mary.
letter.
Oh,
I'm
well,
going
you
to
can read it,
is-
Stephen's telling me to introduce them, I don't have to.
It's fine. It's fine. Go as you were doing. It's okay. My
So
camera
if,
time
do you
is
wanna
just
introduce
smiling
your
through.
letter, or do you want me to say what your letter is? Do you want me to say that you've got a letter
Well,
from?
if you're going to introduce her letter, you've got to
no,
introduce mine.
No,
Okay.
no,
It
she
will look-
doesn't.
It will look like you're incapable of introducing
No, it
yourself.
doesn't.
Yes,
You
it
can
does.
just say, and Pauline's
No.
going to read the first letter, and I'll talk about this and read it.
Yeah.
It's all right.
If you introduce her, introduce me. You need consistency.
Well, I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to say what I'm going to read, and then we'll say, and my sister Ann is going to read, because we're not going to introduce ourselves when we get the letter. I'm going
Okay,
to just Pauline.
and I'll
We're not
just-
going to. I'm going to say Pauline's going to read a letter from my mom that she wrote to my dad. Then I'm going to read a letter that my dad wrote in response, and Ann has a letter to read from you from July of 1955, 2 months before they were to be married.
yeah, you don't have to say that. You just say, and Ann has a letter, and then I'll say, and the letter I'm going to read is from July 1955, which is 3 months before they are married.
Okay, but I'm telling them when Pauline's letter is. And
But they
when
won't
my
remember
letter is. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They won't remember what
Sure.
I'm going to read right before. They're going to go, what?
Okay.
Wait, when was that again?
Okay.
Mary, when you start, you're going to introduce yourself, right? You're going to
Yes.
say, I'm Mary.
Yeah.
I'm Mary,
Well-
the youngest
Yeah,
daughter.
we're gonna start off. We're gonna like zing, 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 and then Mary's gonna go back to Mary, and you're gonna explain, right?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
the youngest daughter of Ray and Barb Walter. Lies! Lies! I hold that title forever. Can you tell which is the youngest?
Yeah.
Let's debate about this.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Don't be repeating anything. She can't take repeating. She can't.
So,
Pauline's in a stone mold to this.
You should
got
have like
my
outtakes
game
at the
face
end,
on.
Steve. You have to keep all. I hope this is recording because you need
It
to like
is.
take
No.
it, like all the outtakes
This
at
is-
the end.
this is the-
Oh yeah, now that would be funny.
every show
Now
has
that
a,
would be funny,
a blooper
Steve.
reel. This is,
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Be settled before I speak, okay?
Ready.
Okay. Hi, I am Mary Grace, youngest daughter of Ray and Barb Walter.
I am Pauline.
What?
Youngest!
Who
The
is she?
youngest threw me off. I wanted to think of something really funny, like
I couldn't think of it fast
she's the
enough.
oldest. That's why she can't
Why do we have to
remember.
put the word youngest and oldest in there? Just say
Because-
I'm one of 3
Because that's
daughters.
my thing. Because I get to say that. And they'll all think it's funny.
Then I could say, and I'm the second youngest. And probably you'll have to deal it out. Then you'll look like the oldest. But I feel like that's
Time will tell.
No, it says, no, I'm the youngest.
Oh, yeah, that commercial. No, I'm the youngest. That would be funny.
Let's vote.
You know, Steve, we need to do that as an outtake in the end. That's really
Let's vote.
funny.
There'll be papers being passed around and you bring up, who do you think is the youngest?
There'll be a ballot coming in the mail.
Steve, we need to do this at the very end as a blooper. You really need to.
Yes,
That's
there'll be
good.
a ballot at the end of the video.
There'll be a ballot in the mail.
There'll be a ballot in the mail on who really is the youngest daughter.
Okay, we're ready?
Okay. I said my
So
spiel.
Mary, just
What?
I think when you say, you don't have to say like your son or daughter. I would say I'm Mary, because I already introduced you, and I think so. If you go, I'm Mary, hi, I'm Pauline, and hi, I'm Ann, and then back to you, Mary, right? And you'll explain
I'm gonna say, hi,
Yeah.
I'm Mary, youngest daughter of Ray and
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right.
Hi, I'm Ann, and I'm well preserved. Come on. It's not going out in the public. But I must feel compelled to put I'm the youngest daughter. Come on. Do we really need to go down that road? Why don't we just make it as an outtake in the end? Because
All right, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Is this
Best-
recording,
Yeah.
Dewey? Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I am Mary Grace, daughter.
How do you gotta go? Hi, I am Mary Grace. Let her do it. This is
How do you want me to say it?
Hi, I'm Mary.
Hola! I am Maria.
Oh my God,
Maria Gracia.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go.
now there'll be a ballot sent to your home on who
Yeah.
is the youngest daughter.
Did you click off?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you should
Okay.
do an out. Now we should do an outtake and
He
start
didn't
again.
click off, it's running.
What? And you're so bad. I knew it was going.
Do you mail it?
You can tell, all you have to do
Okay,
is
now you're gonna
look
cut
at
it
the
so it's
special
fade out.
features.
Yeah, I
Special.
can do
Okay, so now do it again. Do it again and go. Hi, I'm Mary. Go
What do I
ahead.
say?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Mary.
And then what?
And do your little spiel.
Oh.
About, I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest.
Hi. Hi, I am Mary Grace, the youngest daughter of Ray and Barb Walter.
Hi, I am Pauline Marie, and I am the middle daughter.
Hi, I'm Ann. I don't need a middle name. I'm from the South. I don't need to identify myself by two names. We'll let you decide who's the youngest daughter. Okay. Clink.
That's it.
I thought that was good, guys.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hardest part was sitting while the letters were being read, because you just didn't know whether you should look down.
I
you
know,
should
I know.
Watch the letter, you should
I
look
looked.
up.
Well, I was trying to
Pauline
remind
occupied herself.
So why were you getting Pauline laughing over that? You know, she's supposed to be sitting nicely.
Well, no,
We
I
laughed.
wasn't doing
Yeah,
nothing.
she was.
was
She was like
laughing.
this
Someone
with
was
me.
laughing.
It wasn't
Yeah.
me because I was
Someone-
focused
I
on
could
my
see when
letter.
I was reading, there was shenanigans going on.
No, that was her trying to do this, and I'm like, what the hell are you
You're doing the bunny
doing?
rabbit while I'm reading?
No.
Yes, she was. Because I was trying to read this letter because I had the hardest letter to read, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And there were some words that I just glossed over.
I noticed.
I add some more in. I did a little ad-libbing. I couldn't stop the flow.
I know.
Because it was getting it
Yeah.
directly.
But, you know, reading the letter
So
rolling
it's
again.
rolling now.
I'll say it.
So, Pauline, you.
So what about making me talk about like a memory? Because I
Yeah, so-
remember like Aunt Rosemary was my secret
Oh yeah,
pal.
let's talk about a memory because I have a good memory about four-leaf clovers.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
Why don't we
Let's do
split it up?
Yeah,
Rather than
but
put it
how
all
about-
on Pauline to remember, why don't you remember Aunt Rosemary and Uncle
I
Ken?
don't have Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay, we'll do 19
Keep that in
takes.
there.
Go ahead, we'll do 19 takes.
I want a fade out and a fade in. Fade in. I don't have Alzheimer's.
No,
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
no. Pauline,
Yeah, keep
I,
that in.
no, Pauline, I don't have Alzheimer's. Fade out yet. Let me fade back in.
No, it says, no, she's just a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my asthma. Ugh. Okay.
So, Ann, did you have a four-leaf clover story?
I do. I have a really funny story. I was thinking about this today. And I remember when I was just thinking that, you know, the things that our parents did to keep us occupied. So I remember one time when they went to visit, like in the 70s. So, you know, sometimes we were young, you know, when you're 9, 10, whatever. And so they went to visit a family friend locally that was a block or two over. So this was nice time for them to sit and relax, and you have all these 7 kids in tow. So I remember with vividness that Dad said, okay, I'll give you a quarter if you can.
It was
and
a
probably
penny.
it was a penny.
No, it was a penny.
It was a penny.
Yeah.
And he said, if you can find a 4-leaf clover, and like ding 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 ding. Oh, money! So we went to the backyard, and it was like 3 hours, and I was searching. I'm going to find one of those 4-leaf clovers. So all of us, and it was just the funny little things
Kept us occupied.
that your parents did that with the simplest of things. For them to, I'm sure they had a good chuckle inside, and they got done, and they probably thought she's still searching. So it's just little things you remember that,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, and if you hear euphemisms that, stuff like that, phrases, love and stuff was Dad's signature. Mom used to say Warsh, Southmore. Grandma used to call the couch the Davenport. The crisper in the refrigerator is called the Heidelator. So different things like that you youngsters and grandchildren, nieces and nephews may hear your parents saying, us siblings and cousins, is a passover from generation to generation. So it's not that we're speaking another language, we're just
We're speaking the old language.
we're keeping the love alive.
Okay.
What is this?
What is this?
So, I can't think of anything else here that we need to.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Zachary.
Have you had your medication yet?
It's about 15
Hold on.
minutes, babe.
It's 10 to 9. 10 more minutes and we'll give you Seroquel. She's got to go to bed. She's going to bed. No, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed all of our
Yes.
our funnies.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch the videos and listen to us read these letters. You're all a part of our lives, and we love you very much. And we'll all see you very soon.
Okay, you guys, you can meet your mom.
Call me music. Click. She's Marilyn Monroe.
To my love.
I'm without. We'll see you very soon.
Goodbye.
It's like Joan Crawford.
Corella Deville. Goodbye, my children. Look, she's even wearing black and white. Isn't that what Corella Deville?
But do we need to take that over again? I know we can't see this. You can see it.
Let's do it again. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Let me turn it on. Okay, go
Just-
ahead.
I don't know what to say.
You know, just like reiterate like what I'm saying. Just like, yes, thank you. We
Like
love you all
echo.
so much. You know, just, you know.
No, I think I don't need to say it. If you're saying
Oh,
it,
okay.
You said it was good.
All right. Are we?
Yeah.
Are
Let's
we
do,
on?
yep. Let me do it. Okay, go ahead. Yep. We're on.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the videos, to listen to us read these letters, and for sharing a story with us and being a part of our lives. We're all together as a family. We love you very much, and we'll see you soon. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Cut! Jeez.
Okay, let's do it again.
Am I
And
supposed to do that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, I'm looking.
And get with it.
Okay. You all do it at the end and do it again.
I gotta check hair and makeup.
Oh, wait.
Makeup.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Is my hair okay?
Yeah.
It keeps falling down.
No.
Here,
We
should have like this picture somewhere.
Oh,
my
oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. Okay, that should be done. Here's a picture at the end. Here's that
Have it
picture.
zoom in on
and
this
then,
picture.
Yes,
Oh,
and then
that-
take the one at the 50th.
No, just this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the 50th?
Oh.
Just the wedding. This
Yeah,
is
this
their
is-
But
wedding.
this
is
is how
the-
they're going to remember Mom and
Yeah.
Dad. It's not the
Yeah,
wedding.
it's gonna remember this.
I'm going to have a picture that shows up, and you're going to see them.
Like a
So
an
you don't
older
want
picture?
this?
Yeah, an older picture.
So
yeah.
you don't want this?
No, hold that if you.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You know what we should have done is this picture of Dad in the Navy. This is what he looked like. You know?
Well, you can say here we've just found this picture of Dad in the Navy.
And this was them on their, yeah.
Mom and Dad when they met.
Okay, you hold that in, and that'll just be there,
Okay.
right? So and how are you gonna do this now? How is that gonna?
No, and you do this arm. Mary, you do this arm, and I'll do them in the
Okay,
middle.
well there we go. All right.
Hold on, excuse me. I'm
Okay, did anybody doubt we
coming
could
up.
have done? Okay. Okay, here we go. Go.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us read these letters and to watch the video and to share with us this love story of our parents. It's such a wonderful thing, and we really appreciate having every one of you in our lives. We love you all.
Thank you.
That'll be it.
That's it. Okay.
I forgot to
There you go.
Yeah,
You didn't
very
say
good.
nothing.
You were just
Hey, wait, did we do all right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you know
hold
what's
the
gonna?
picture.
Did you focus in on this?
No, but I can.
Do you want to?
Well, I can do that from here.
Okay, did you want to focus on just the picture and then this
Yeah.
one, then put it in?
Or maybe
the-
just put it
So,
here.
does somebody want to
and
say
just-
something and then I'll zoom in, or?
Okay, I can say. Okay, do me first. Put that down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mary. Okay.
I just wanted to share with you, this is my parents' wedding photograph.
Okay. Yep. And you got a picture?
And actually, I found this picture. This is a picture of my dad when he was in the Navy. And then there's the picture that Pauline had showed you of my mom when they first started corresponding. All right.
That's all, folks.
Very impressive. I'm being serious.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Paul, close your mouth. Okay, here we go.
And we would like to extend a thank you to all our aunts and uncles, Aunt Rosemarie and Uncle Ken, Aunt Darlene and Uncle Ernie, Uncle Bill and Aunt Delphine, Uncle Jim, Aunt Ruthie and Uncle Goody, just being a part of our lives, being a part of Mom and Dad's family, as siblings, as in-laws. They helped shape the good times we had and kept Mom and Dad's love of family together, which passed on to us. Thanks.
All right. It's good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Good. All right. Now who's?
That was perfect.
See, you don't have Alzheimer's.
No, in fact, you're quite above it. I said that was perfect. I couldn't have done it better myself. That you had a gift there. Maybe Mom was speaking through you. It was very good. There's a lot to keep. You know, you added the most perfect over.
You didn't see Pauline shiver and suddenly Mom take over?
Thanks.
No, you don't.
No,
Get
really?
No, you don't.
Oh my
No, you
God.
don't.
Where are my
Yeah.
glasses?
You have an out of body.
They're in your bedroom underneath your pillow.
They're underneath your bed, under the floor. You kicked them under the bed. You knocked them. They were on your bed, and they fell off onto
I
the
wouldn't have
floor.
been in my bed because I go straight
They weren't
from
in
there.
the. They weren't in the refrigerator either, but you looked.
That's
And whose glasses are those on the table?
mine.
She has several pairs. She's missing her best kind. I don't know.
Yes, yes. I'm just honestly, I'm
Yeah,
heartbroken
yeah.
away because I
It-
can't.
it-
I got them on the
you
internet.
get a glimpse into their life and how they talked in the letters is how they were in person. And that's pretty unique. I mean, it's, you know, they're not just gone, buried, okay, you move on, old relatives. It's a living legacy, you know, to be able to get a glimpse into their life and then you remember
That's so
Mom.
perfect. We should put that in the video.
It probably already is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Please God, edit.
Edit. So, you know,
sorry.
all the nieces and nephews who got a copy of the.
So is it still running?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to share with everyone, and this is a card that we actually found my father's proposal to my mother. So this card, I'm gonna take it out and show everybody. We kept all the, these are, my dad loved to give my mother flowers. And this card right here says, I'm gonna read it and see, it says, "Dearest, please say yes. I love you, my darling, you're Ray." We believe that was the proposal. He gave her flowers and he proposed to her. So that was like the holy grail. That's what we consider it, the very precious most precious thing in here was their engagement. Very cool.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so,
Good.
All right.
thank you.